Good evening, Watches fans. This is your good friend Rick Ramos coming to you from the new Fortress of Ultimate Darkness here in the beautiful city of Tempe, Arizona. It's the middle of October, and Mr. Chavez and I have just finished recording our fourth episode of the Halloween season. Yesterday, I dropped our Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer episode. Today, we recorded an episode about the Universal classic film Lon Chaney Jr. in The Wolfman, as well as the remake from 2010, I believe it was. So 1941, 2010, we run the gamut of all that is Wolfman. Great episode, good time. But what I wanted to do was talk to you a little bit about what we're doing here at Watch This with Rick Ramos. This podcast is a labor of love. It's something that we do because we have a passion to talk about movies, cinema, pop culture, rock and roll history, blues history, country music. I mean, it runs the gamut. What it really comes down to is just two guys who love having a discussion and would like to share our thoughts and opinion with you out there. Now, sometimes this isn't going to be something people are going to like. Sometimes they're going to take issue with what we say. But I got to tell you right now that everything that we say and everything that we put down on that microphone is the God's honest truth as far as what we believe. We talk about this stuff with a passion. I myself am a movie fanatic. My partner, Mr. Chavez, he's a guy that comes to it with an artistic passion that goes into the world of both education, history, religion. I mean, it's a coming together of so many different passions. And we're just thrilled to do it. Now, we've been doing this thing together for about 5 years now, 4.5, 5 years. The show has been on since, for I would have to say 2014 probably, when I was given the idea by my good friend Joey Coco Diaz, who sat down with me and said, you know what, Ricky Ramos, you're wasting your time teaching, selling insurance, doing taxes, valeting cars, whatever the hell it is that you're doing, trying to make a living and survive in LA. It's not necessary, because what you need to be doing is focusing on your passion, focusing on the thing that makes you you, the thing that people find interesting about you, and that's talking movies. So here I am, 7.5 years later, doing an episode a week about genre, directors, actors, musical genres. I mean, it runs the gamut. There's so many places that we can go as film critics, cultural critics, music critics, and I'm thrilled that I have a great partner with me to do all of this with. Sometimes it's going to get emotional, sometimes it's going to get sentimental. That's usually on my part, because that's the kind of guy I am. I put it out there with a certain kind of passion. This is the thing, this is the only place that I can really open up and tell you how I feel about things. And as I get older, I start to realize how important it is to be as honest and as forceful as I can be with what we're doing. So with that being said, we don't have the numbers that I would like, but I gotta admit, from Alabama to Florida to the Midwest, to those of you in United Arab Emirates, uh, Ireland, Scotland, France, Russia, I mean, there are people listening, and it's connecting with them. And as long as it's out there connecting, we're going to keep doing it, okay? So maybe someday this will start making us a little bit of money. Maybe we'll blow up at some point. We'll be the new Siskel and Ebert, because what we want to do is, instead of just being two guys that come at it with a joking manner and not taking film seriously, what we're trying to do is be as open and honest about the art as we can be, and we want you to be on board with that. So with that being said, for those of you who have been there since the beginning, and those of you who have joined us in the middle, and some of you who are just coming along right now, and even those who fell off the map and maybe don't listen to us like they once did, because let's be honest, nothing stays fresh and nothing stays new any longer. I just want to say thank you for those of you who put the time in, who have the dedication, who have said kind words. Keep those reviews coming. Let us know what you think. Send me emails. I know that I haven't gotten back to people as quickly as I should have in a lot of cases, but you know what? I do get back to people. So I want to say thank you. I want to say um, your love and support of the show has been unbelievable. With particular love for my boy out there in Bessemer, Alabama, Mr. Cornelius Burrows, Jeremy Slagoth, Todd Leidy. Uh, there's so many of you guys. Thank you. You give us, you put gas in the tank that keeps this engine going. So we're gonna keep on rolling. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys on our next episode. Okay? Bye bye now.